Kukar Gadu wakes slowly. The morning air is cool, almost hesitant, as the village prepares for a day unlike any other. Here, life usually follows a predictable rhythm: sunrise, farm work, meals, rest. But today, that rhythm is broken. People are not preparing for the fields, they are preparing for a journey. A journey that leads away from routine and into memory. Once every year, the Karai people gather in Jalam, Bauchi State. The event is called Bala Bara Jalam. It is a festival, but also a reunion, a remembrance of ancestors, a reaffirmation of identity. For many, missing it feels like absence from history itself. Our transport is simple: an open three-wheeler, exposed, uncomfortable, and honest. There is no separation between us and the road, no glass, no doors, just dust, wind, and expectation. As we move, the road transforms. Motorcycles pass us, some carrying entire families. Vans appear overloaded. Tricycles struggle under human weight. Everyone is headed in the same direction. This is not coincidence, it is cultural gravity. Before Jalam appears, we hear it. Drums, steady and insistent. Shouts, layered and excited. The festival announces itself long before the town does. Jalam is overwhelmed. Thousands have arrived. Men in embroidered caps, women in colorful wrappers, children weaving through legs and laughter. Different tribes, different tongues, one shared space. At the center, power is visible. Governors, traditional rulers, political figures. Security forms a boundary. We are stopped. Access denied. But festivals like this are not defined by who sits at the center. They are defined by who feels the edges. So we turn away, toward the market, toward the noise, toward the people. Caps are everywhere. Some plain, some embroidered, some symbolic. They mark identity, community, presence. We buy a few, not as souvenirs, but as entry. Traditional gambling draws tight circles. Hands move quickly, eyes follow every motion. Here, risk is public, loss is communal, victory is brief. Nearby, second-hand clothes and shoes are displayed. Objects from distant places find new life here. Culture absorbs, it does not reject. Traditional medicine sellers command immediate attention. Their voices are loud, their confidence absolute. They claim protection so powerful that bullets and arrows cannot harm anyone who buys their medicine. The crowd listens closely, very closely.
Ga wanda kaji ana labari ana harbinsa da bindiga a gaban kai idan bindigar ta kama ikar Allah mai da nisan kwata lafiya. Amma da gamun hannun ka baran harbe ka da kibiya. Idan kika ba sa kama wannan yaron kibiya kin tukutumar buran ubanki.
No demonstration takes place while we are here, perhaps because today is a festival and tomorrow is a better day to test bullets. Still, belief remains strong. Confidence, after all, is persuasive. Nearby, stick fighters gather. They shout, they jump, they swing sticks with precision and excitement. No one seems tired. At this point, we begin to suspect that whatever medicine is being sold nearby, someone has already taken it. The crowd cheers wildly. Everyone is alert. Everyone is entertained. Everyone is standing at a very safe distance. Another medicine zone feels different. Here, remedies are offered for piles, diabetes, erectile dysfunction, and many conditions people are not shy to discuss. Displayed around the sellers are animals and symbols: snakes, tortoises, hyenas, and skulls said to belong to large animals. At this point, it becomes clear. Whatever problem you came with there is a solution. And if there isn't, there is at least a convincing explanation. Then we arrive at the Burkutu spot. This is where seriousness ends. Burkutu flows freely. Shared cups, shared laughter, shared stories. Voices grow louder, jokes become funnier, and everyone suddenly becomes a philosopher. At this point, directions are no longer necessary. The drums guide the way. After hours of walking, filming, and navigating the crowd, one thing becomes very clear. Hunger has arrived. We stop for food: fried yam, potatoes, and awara. Simple, hot, necessary. As we eat, the mood shifts. Conversations get louder. Laughter comes easily. Stories start flying. Between bites, we pose for the camera, smiling, joking, and pretending we are fighting over the last piece of awara. For a moment, the festival pauses. Not because the drums stop, but because food reminded us why gatherings like this matter. Then comes Fulani Sharo, also known as Sharo, a public test of manhood. Young men are flogged. They must not cry, they must not flinch, they must not blink, at least not noticeably. The crowd watches in silence. Pain here is not weakness, it is proof. Somewhere in the crowd, many of us quietly admit we are very happy to be spectators. After everything we've seen today, we decided to take pictures. Because if you survive dust, crowds, hunger, and stick fighters, you deserve photos. By now, fatigue is setting in, but curiosity refuses to rest. We arrive at another gathering. A man steps forward, confidently introduced as a miracle worker. He claims to heal eye problems. The crowd leans in. A man with an eye condition receives medication. Moments later, he smiles and announces he feels better. The crowd reacts instantly, some cheering, some nodding slowly, others quietly whispering, interesting. Just when attention begins to drift, another demonstration is announced. This time, something bigger. A man claims he can fill an empty container with food, just like the biblical miracle of feeding the multitude. The container is raised. It is clearly empty. The crowd tightens. Phones come out. At this point, nobody wants to blink because missing this would be unforgivable. Unfortunately for us, time is not on our side. We leave the scene before the miracle happens, a decision that still haunts us. To this day, we don't know if the container was filled, but we do know one thing. If actual food appeared, someone definitely would have shouted before we reached the next junction. Just when we think the festival has given us everything it has, it offers one final surge of energy. We stumble upon another gathering. This time, it's swordplay. Men face each other, alert, focused, moving with speed and confidence. Each swing is calculated, each step deliberate. The crowd reacts to every move, gasps, cheers, sudden laughter when someone narrowly avoids a strike. Nearby, stick fighters clash in spirited displays of strength and skill. There is no anger here, no chaos, Only tradition, discipline, and controlled aggression passed down through generations. At this point, our legs are tired, our cameras are heavy, and our stomachs are once again questioning our life choices. But somehow, the energy of the crowd keeps pulling us forward. Because at Bala Bara Jalam, there is always one more thing to see. As the sun begins to soften, we decide it's time to head home. This time, we travel in an enclosed van, packed with others who, like us, came to witness history, culture, and community. The excitement that filled the morning has settled into quiet satisfaction. Some people talk softly about what they saw. Others stare out the window, replaying the day in their minds. A few fall asleep almost immediately, proof that Bala Bara Jalam doesn't just take your attention, it takes your energy too. As the van pulls away from Jalam, one thing is clear. This festival is more than an event. It is movement, it is belief, it is tradition alive and breathing. And as we journey back home, tired but fulfilled, we know we didn't just attend a festival, we witnessed a story.